Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have a lot of juicy Monster High tea because we have concept art that revealed a brand new character, and also Medusa, one of Deuce's moms, is gonna finally make an on-screen appearance, and we have her design leaked. We also have concept art of Twyla, Cleo, Frankie, Dracula, Deuce, so much more. Stay tuned and let's get into it. As always, I cannot show these things on here, but I will leave a link down below to a post with all the pictures that I will mention in this video, so I got you covered. But now let's get into it, and let's just start off really strong with Medusa. So Deuce's moms, because in this iteration of Deuce, he has two moms. So he has Medusa and then Lyra, or so it's a name with L, but he basically has two moms. I forget her name. Yeah, but that's awesome. He has two moms, and one of them is obviously Medusa, and we have gotten to see like the little crest of her face like on the trophy in the earlier episode, so we kind of got to see a peek of what she could have looked like. But I never imagined that, she would have actually gotten a design, that she would ever appear in the show, because she also spoke in that episode and on the phone with the snakes on Deuce's head that represent the 7 deadly sins, right? Yeah, so it's really awesome. But I never thought we were going to actually get to see a design for her, because they could have easily introduced a little picture, popped it on the iCoffin screen, and that could have been like a little tease for us. So she's coming, but no, so I never imagined. But yes, she is coming. Medusa has her own concept art leaked, and she looks great. She looks like a professor or something. She's wearing like a really nice suit, like a little vest, a really nice white button down shirt that with long sleeves, the cuffs, the collar, it all looks really great. And then her pants, I love her pants. I'm not sure how you call these, but they have like the line going down the front in the middle. It's really elegant. I love it. There's even like 2 little golden buttons at the bottom of the pants. It's almost like also flared out. I love the silhouette. It's really nice. It's like giving me modern businesswoman, or it's giving me like one of those ideas of like one of those old women working in the industry, like working women, like that kind of look, that kind of vibe. She's a working girl, but she's more like modernized. So I love that she's wearing some simple black heels, and her hair is obviously all snakes, but it's really interesting because it has a really nice shape, and I cannot really see the snakes from here. It's also not a really clear picture, but it is her snakes, and it looks really wavy, and it's like almost like in a ponytail, but not really. It's just kind of like wavy going down the back. Her face is stunning. I love her little smirk. She has some pink lipstick. Her eyes are like yellow, and again she exactly matches the silhouette of that we saw of her on a trophy. So this is Medusa. This is not fake. We've known so far with the Claude, Gulia, Manny, Spectra, Howleen leaks. We know that these concept art leaks are legit. They eventually come to fruition. So this is going to be very exciting. Now, lastly, her skin tone is not green. Surprisingly, I would have thought she would have had green skin tone. Deuce has green skin tone. That's one of the biggest changes that they've made in this generation for Deuce. So, but she does not. She has like a light purpley skin tone, almost grayish purple. So very interesting. It's very faint. Like it's barely like a little tint of violet. She's not purple, but she's like a little tint of violet. So imagine like Shadow High. It's like one of those skin tones for Shadow High dolls. So very light, very pastel, but again, not green. So I guess the other mom of Deuce has the green skin tone, because otherwise how does he have green skin tone? Or maybe, who knows, he's adopted and that explains the skin tones. But anyways, whatever is the reason, I feel like 50% of me knows that the other mom probably has green skin tone. I just feel like, but or maybe not, who knows. But there's a little bit of text at the bottom of the concept art that reads, Medusa, she is a powerful and strong-minded Gorgon. So that's like under notes. So that's basically all there is. There's no other picture of Medusa, but yeah, this is exciting. She's gonna appear in the show. And like in Generation 2, we already got like Dracula's dad introduced. Like the parents played a bigger role. So in this generation, we already saw Dracula, and we already saw Claudine's dad and mom. So that leaves us with Medusa, who is one of Medusa's moms. And then what if we get to see Laguna's parents, Cleo's parents? We know that Nephra is going to be coming very soon because we saw her teaser in Cleo's music video. So I'm really excited to see all these families reunite. In the first 2 generations, we never really got to see much of the family or parents aside for like dolls, and that doesn't really count because dolls are like, it's like they came up with a ton of siblings in Generation 2, So that's like kind of like not really like legit. But this generation, it really feels like they're trying to like play in the family aspect a little bit more with introducing all these parents and family and siblings for all these characters, and I love that concept. I love that idea, and I can't wait to see more families introduced very soon, hopefully. Then we do have a new character called Skelly Wonderbone. We have 3 different versions of her design. They're just basically color swapped. There's nothing else different. So one of them is completely pink, one of them is completely orange, and then one of them, the last one, is like a violet pink fuchsia purple with green highlights. So she doesn't look like a student. She looks like a staff member, or maybe even like a artist, like a musician. I feel like she gives off pop star vibes. So she could very well be a new kind of like singer or like Caddy Noir character type. But Caddy was a student, but she looks grown. So interesting. This is gonna be interesting to see what kind of a character she plays. But it is really awesome that we're gonna get to see more skeleton themed characters introduced. Obviously we had Skelita, and Skelita has been confirmed to come back. We saw the leaks, but now Skelly, she's the second skeleton character that's really had an actual design. Besides for Skelita, I don't really think we've had any other skeleton characters. So this is very exciting. Skelly Wonderbone. She looks very interesting, so I'm very excited to see what she's gonna be all about. And then of course we also have older concept art for Twyla, who we now have already seen in real life. Her doll has already been released in the US, but the concept art is really cute. They even matched up one of the old concept arts from G1 with the newer one, and you can really see like the side-by-side differences of the 2 designs, not only like design-wise but also like height-wise. The original one was a little bit taller, and the new one is actually smaller, like here on the height chart. So she's more petite now, and she was always petite, but I feel like in Generation 1 she was petite because she was younger, like Howleen. Nowadays in this generation it feels like she's petite because not because she's younger, but because she is just petite. She is smaller, just like Dracula probably. Actually, is her body mold like the same size like Dracula's body mold? I'm not sure. I know that Dracula's body mold is like obviously thicker, like around the thighs, and Twyla's is like the skinnier version, but like is the height the same, or is she taller? I think she might be the same height because she is supposed to be a shorter character, so that's really cool that they also kept that little detail in the doll. Now the actual outfit she's wearing looks exactly the same like the one we got on the doll, but there are some differences like on the skirt, the little colors here, highlights, and the hair also looks different. I feel like on the designs here, her hair looks like it's more pinned back on each side, and on the finalized version we only get like one hair clip that you're supposed to pin on one side, so it's a little bit different, and her bangs look a little more straight. I feel like on the finalized version they're a little more rounded, but yeah, also that doll has purple hands, right? That's like one of the big changes, like the shadow portions on her legs, at the bottom of her legs, and then her arms and hands, they are purple. They're like purpley pink. It's a really weird color because the original had like black, like it's supposed to be like a shadow color. The designs here show that as well. The designs here show the purpley and the black shadow color as well. They don't show purple. So the purple pink color that they added as the shadow portions on her hands, that was only for the doll, because on the designs here we can see clearly that they also kept that the same like the original design where it's just black. It's like the black gray hue of the shadow. So really weird that they gave her like the purpley pink color instead on the doll. Lastly, we also have more concept art for Cleo, Frankie, Dracula, and Deuce, and Claudine as well, but not really interesting concept art is just like the rendition we've already seen on the artwork. For Cleo, there's different versions of her in her old outfit that used to be like the pants version of her in different body types. So we have a like very skinny one on the far left, and then we have a average one in the middle, and then on the far right we have a plus size one, more looking one, like Dracula almost. So very interesting that they were like, you know, like trying to figure out what body type to give her. So it seems like they were still like kind of like figuring that out, like because they want to obviously implement more, you know, body diversity. So it's really cool that they even contemplated at one point to make Cleo a different body type, whether it be skinnier, petite, or, you know, just plus size. So really interesting. And also the outfit obviously looks really cool here. I guess originally she was supposed to have the pants like on the artwork for the doll box, but also a black like off the shoulder top instead of like blue. So I actually prefer the bluer one. Not the black one is just like a little bit too black. It just like stands out. I don't like it. And then originally she was supposed to have bangs, right? But I actually feel like she looks better with the side bangs. I don't know why, the side parting. But yeah, that's just my opinion, of course. And then of course, Frankie Dracula Deuce, they had also concept art that leaked, but it was basically the same, just like some different variations for Deuce in his hat. Frankie was supposed to be gray at one point, and then they changed Frankie to like blue. So yeah, really interesting stuff though. I always love seeing concept art to see like the process of like how stuff developed, you know. And yeah, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more doll content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.